how I've set my machine up. So I've got my mono poly in the bobbin, I've got my Madeira poly neon in the top, and the stitch length today I'm setting at 2.7, which is slightly longer than I normally use because I don't want the stitches to disappear. I actually want to see them because they're going to be a top stitch style. The other thing to have a look at, if you have this on your machine and you have the opportunity to have an anchoring stitch at the start, I've chosen a setting which is 4 little stitches in the same spot to start every run and 4 little stitches in the same spot to end every one when I go to do my cutting off finishing the thread. So that is that's great because you don't see those little stitches, but they just invisibly anchor it, which will make it a lot tidier when you see the final version. So let's go back to the start and get started. So I've already done my test drawer along my my design, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the quilt now. I just get a starting spot on my foot pedal. Here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to actually top stitch along the edge. So I've given up stitching in the ditch. That's not happening for me anymore. I'm just going to top stitch. And so with my walking foot, even though I'm going a lot of different directions with this quilt, I'm not going very far. So I can just move it in that direction there. See where I'm going. Come to there, stop. And go back the other way. So if you are doing relatively short distances, you can just do it you can just eyeball it. Take my pins out as I go. I'm going to go from this point to the middle to this point over here. Just eyeball the right spot. The other way. Slight change of direction as I go over the seam. And I'm going further than I normally go because I need to round out that point. Look. The square, one of the arrows is missing, but I know that this line is going to continue down here as far as this point here in the block. So I'm going to sew as though there is an arrow there, even though we can't see it. So let's watch that. It's a lot easier to top stitch than it is to sew in the ditch. So I'm just going to come down here and go slightly beyond that spot, just like the others. I'm going to turn this way. I'm just pretending I have got a arrow here, even though we know I haven't. So when I did the foundation stitching on this, I'm wanting to use my coloured thread mainly on the black because that's where it's going to stand out. So I've come straight along with the red, and then I've had to do a little dog leg to continue on the black, and then I do a little dog leg back and continue on the back when I'm doing the straight lines. And similarly, when I'm coming across the quilt, I've come across on the black, done one stitch to the side on the black this side, one stitch to the side, and continued there. It makes sure that you're keeping your lovely top stitching on the dark fabric and keeping it mostly off the coloured fabric. And then it ends up with a lovely sort of cross stitch look.